Hello, Aries the Ram. Here's your horoscope for February 14 to February 20th. Well, the only sign, we're going to have the moon in Aries from Monday to Wednesday, basically. But other than that, we have the asteroid Chiron in the sign of Aries. And this month, or this week, I should say, it's semi-sextile Uranus, but all month it's sextile Saturn. Now, what that means for your sign, first of all, it puts Chiron, the wounded healer, or the maverick of the zodiac, in your solar first house. Now, that is the area that Aries traditionally rules as well. So there is lots of opportunity this week, and in fact, for the rest of the month, Aries, for you to continue to heal from anything, whatever. If you'd been ill, you might find some healing coming about from that. If you had financial or work issues, it could be that those areas begin to be healed. Now, most importantly, Chiron is in the first house for you, so that does affect your physical body, your personal self, and just your personal sphere or atmosphere all around you as well. So in general, embrace this umbrella aspect, I'll even call it, of Chiron in Aries, urging you, Aries, to heal any of your wounds or to maybe just put some things aside and behind you because it's time to move forward. And that's something you like to do. Now, Mercury is still retrograde for the rest of the week, and you probably may be aware of my and other astrologers' warnings about Mercury retrograde to take extra care during this time in your communications and in your dealings with people. As Mercury is slowing down to make its station on the 20th and move direct again, it does kind of drag things down a little bit for some signs. And although it is in the sign of Aquarius, which is usually a very positive sign for Aries, it is making some ugly aspects this week. It is squaring Lilith all week, this Mercury retrograde, and Lilith is not a planet, it's a point in the sky, but it deals with a lot of ugly emotions and ugly feelings. So, unfortunately, you may be drawing upon, well, parts of yourself that might be feeling bitter or angered or frustrated or otherwise negative. You probably need to deal with that. So go back to the beginning of the video where I mentioned that Chiron is in healing mode for Aries, and you need to remember that. We also have your ruling planet Mars still in Taurus, not a great place for Mars, but it's also squaring Venus this week, from Monday on anyhow. So when Venus and Mars square one another, not generally a major troublesome aspect for most people, but it does tend to indicate people being frustrated in their love life or perhaps within one certain relationship. Sometimes it could be personal, it could be work relationships maybe. But regardless, Mars squaring Venus is not the best aspect, well, to have smooth and balanced relationships. Aries, sometimes that eludes you. Your sign is at times a little bit pugilistic. You can take offense easily and you can get aggressive with people sometimes a little too easily, sometimes when you're not aware of it. But at other times, you do need to stand up for yourself. People like to take on sometimes somebody who is so strong as you are. And especially Aries females very often have to compete with males to be taken seriously or such. So if any of these issues are going around this week, Aries, it's a good time for you to take a look at them and decide that, you know what, you don't need to be involved in these kinds of disputes or troubles. You need to move on to some more positive things. Now, with Saturn and Uranus squaring each other until April 10th as well, in your horoscope, that does involve issues around finances, but also your future. So if you have been looking at making changes for your financial future, great time to perhaps take a look at that. As to acting, I would wait till the Mercury's not retrograde anymore or until you might have more positive aspects, even specifically in your individual personalized horoscope. Do keep in mind, these weekly horoscopes are general for anybody of the sun sign, and although I do my best to try to give accurate information, it's very, very difficult to be very precise sometimes because everybody's horoscope is very unique, including yours. Now, with Pluto in Capricorn still, at least there is a semi-sextile to the sun, and Pluto in Capricorn might still be kicking some Aries in the butts, probably more so the Aries that might be into late April, being born in late April. Pluto could still be a bit troublesome for you, or there could be disputes involving government or some other big business that could be a conflict for you. Other than that, yeah, the moon will be in your sign Monday to Wednesday. That might be the best few days for you to actually get anything done. You'll be feeling more enthused about taking care of what you need to do. Other than that, I hope you have a great week ahead, Aries.